Ugh. Couple quick things I want to do. Let's see. So we started working on the ledge hanging and stuff. I'm gonna clear the action button label. What functions do we have here? I think I might just have to yeah, I think I just need to set it to an empty. Okay. Set label text. Okay, I want to check something real fast. Let's see. So we have these like climbable blocks and stuff. I'm gonna make a ramp. So instead of being a cylinder, let's switch this to a prism mesh. Actually, this might work better as new scene. We're gonna change this to CSG mesh. Mesh will be prism. Set this to this is not as big as I thought it was gonna be. Alright. You want it 2 meters high. Is there a way here that we can offset it? Maybe not. What if we add a child node? Just make it a node 3D. Make this the scene root. And then this we can up. There we go. Yes, should be a 0. Why is that not 0? So we have a ramp here now. But you can see we kind of have an issue with our ledge grabbing now. Like it makes a little bit of sense that we'd be able to grab this edge. Whoa. We somehow managed to get inside of it. So I think what we're going to want to do is when we do our downward raycast, we see what angle it's at, and if the angle is like too far away from, like if it's too steep, then don't count it as a valid ledge grab target. And so I think the way that we can do that is we can just take, let's see. So we have this raycast down here. Let's see, we can say if down ray dot collision normal. And we take the dot product of the normal with vector3 dot up. And we'll just print that for now. Oop. So it's 1 if I'm on this, but it's it's 0.89 there. So we can, let's say if this is greater than, let's see, export var slope threshold is equal to like 0.95. Actually, we'll do, if it is colliding and so this should prevent us from grabbing onto the ramp edge unless it's like a really shallow ramp. Cool. But we can still grab onto this because it's flat. Cool. So I think we also want to, when we're snapping the character, so we are storing the ledge face normal. We can say player dot global rotation dot y. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Let's say rotation is equal to ledge grab detector dot ledge face normal direction. player.global rotation is equal to rotation.y. And we might need to flip this. This is a vector string. Flipped. Go. Alright. There we go. So we're always gonna face the angle. What if we do this? This is probably gonna be really messed up. Okay. That's not what I want. Let's see. Let's print ledge rotation. I want to see what it is. seem like it's doing anything. I probably need to move the bonk check up a little bit if we're on a slope, because I'm bonking on the slope. I'm not sure what that does. Okay, let's... let's look at some advanced vector math. If we say direction is equal to grab detector dot down ray It seems like it's printing the same thing as the normal itself. Does this need to be global basis? That's not getting me anywhere. Let's see. Hello, how's it going, Aaron TTV? Welcome. I'm Grizhoot the Owl Bear. Nice to meet you. I am making a Zelda-inspired game in Godot. And I'm currently working on a ledge grab mechanic. So you can grab onto ledges and climb up. It's a little janky, but making progress. So what I'm trying to do now is calculate the angle that I need to rotate the player at so they face the wall that they're climbing. Making a 2.5D 8-bit Game Boy voxel game. That's cool. Sounds fun. Godot is super cool and very powerful. Can make all sorts of cool stuff. Alright, let's see. let's see. What if we do our direction 2 is equal to the normal actually no, let's do direction is equal to player global position direction to ledge grab detector print that. I don't know as much about 3D vector math as I wish I did. I don't think that's what I want. Yeah. Classic Tomb Raider. Well, actually, it's so this is gonna be global basis.z. That direction to grab detector dot ledge position, and then we'll say, oh, we'll just print that for now. We can say direction x 0, direction z. Just print. So it should be this isn't doing what I want to do, and I'm getting bored of it, so I'm going to work on something else. I want to add a screen shake and a controller rumble. This is gonna be a actually no. Let's see. Yeah, no, it should be a node 3D. Create node. Screen shake. Node 3D. Put that on there. Class name. Screen shake. Coroutine object. Okay, so it looks like offset. A lot of the stuff is for. A lot of the stuff that I'm seeing is specifically for 2D. I know there's this plugin called Phantom Camera. It does a lot of stuff. Let's look into it a little bit. Pretty sure this is pretty similar to what I have in mind. But it's got like damping and a way to like switch to over the shoulder. It's got noise emitters. I'm gonna copy what this guy has because I'm kind of lazy. So, and I just want to get something to play around with. So they have export var read gloat, no, float. now we only have one state that I would want to do screen shake in, which is the roll bonk. So, say export var That's not the class that I did it. This one. I need to actually assign that. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's say underscore they're both going to be underscore and then I can in that roll bonk state. Instead of saying shake there, we can say shake 0.15 and then 0.2. So it'll be shorter and less intense, theoretically. Still pretty intense. I might make it slightly longer. 75. So I think it's in my roll state script. I'm printing bonk. I don't need to be doing that because it's already printing the name of the state. Let's see. Thanks for the floof. How's it going, Fumbaka? I added camera shake to the bonk. I'm gonna add controller rumble as well. I can't bonk on the sign. Interesting. Yeah, because the sign's probably on the interactable layer. Cool, have fun. It's going pretty well. I was trying to solve some math stuff and I was getting frustrated, so I decided to change gears and work on some screen shake and controller haptics stuff. But yeah, I did fix it so you can't grab a slope that's too steep. I guess I could do a similar thing in the bonk and whoa. Because right now you can bonk on a slope, which is not intended. So I think what I can do is I can get the normal of Alright, actually I'm gonna do that right now, so it doesn't seem like it'll be that hard. Alright, so we have bonk check is colliding, and say if bonk check dot vision normal vector 3 dot up is greater than 0.95. So let's before we do that, let's look at the documentation here. So let's we'll print bonk check dot get so that was print the dot product with vec3 dot up. So that's 0. So let's say if this is less than 0.1, there we go. It might get funky if I'm on like a weird slope, but I think for the most part, yeah, we're not bonking on that. Cool. on input. So I can say access name. I have no idea how this is gonna work. Not terrible. It's a little weak, but it feels appropriate for the level of screen shake. So I definitely want to have some vibration when you get hit by a bomb, and like a lighter version if you block an attack. Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is so I have my screen shake class. So what I'm probably gonna do is so I have this shake function, and I'm giving it some default values. But what I'll probably do is I'll come up with like, you know, shake strong and shake weak, and like so have ones that I can call that have like preset values, and I'll do the same thing for controller vibration. So like you know, that's kind of a weak vibration, and it's short, which is, again, it's good for just like a bonk, but for like a bomb going off, that should be a stronger effect. we'll just I'll say if damage type is what value did we set explosion to? Explosion is 4. Putting the controller next to the mic so you can hear the vibration of the bomb going off. So it should also probably shake the screen. Actually, let's see. So, camera rig. Let's screen shake. So we'll, since the player has a reference to the camera rig, we can get the screen shake through that. see. Player character controller. We can see player dot camera rig dot screen shake dot shake. A little much, but it works. This roll block here, rather than having this reference to the screen shake, we can just say player dot camera rig dot screen shake dot shake. There we go. So now we don't need to grab a reference to it in the scene. I like to name it. Okay, so 0.3 and 0.4. So 5.2. It's a little strong, but it works. This on a layer where it's still gonna take damage from bombs, but it isn't it's nice that we have 32 collision layers that are just collision layers. I'm used to Unity where you get, I think there's 32 layers total, but physics and rendering use the same layer system. Having separate collision layers and rendering layers is nice. Yo, how's it going, final phase? I've been working on adding camera shake and rumble. Good. So we get like a big rumble, we get blown up by a bomb. The less big one if we block. I made it so you don't bonk on a ramp, and you can't ledge grab on a ramp or on a slope. It has to be relatively flat in order for you to ledge grab. Yeah, I still haven't quite figured out the best way to rotate the player so they're facing the the ledge that they're grabbing, because I'm not as good at vector math as I want to be. You know how it be. Vector math is hard. Yeah, I feel like it's the enemy of most game programmers. Some of them understand it better than others, but not me. It's weird that the it looks like the normal map is not correct on this slope. Which is fine. It's just kind of funny. It's because they're it's a world triplanar material. Again, it's a placeholder material, so I shouldn't be caring too much about it. Height maps are not supported on triplanar materials. Okay, it's literally just because of the slope. That's fine. I don't know why I was messing with this so much. Just reset all that. And set the ambient occlusion back to not being on that. Yeah, it's just because of the triplanar funkiness. Because I didn't actually UV this thing. So one thing that I might want to do, not right now, but later on, is maybe have the bombs emit a signal when they explode. And then based on the distance the bomb was from the player when it exploded, do screen shake and rumble, rather than specifically doing it when you take damage. Because like here I might not take damage, but it's pretty close and loud, so maybe it should still shake the screen. I don't know. Swapping controllers to see how this feels with the... What just happened? Oh. I forget sometimes that PlayStation controllers think that they're headphones. Okay. Vibration not working on PS5 controller. Interesting. Does feel, I mean, it feels the same on a PlayStation controller as it does on a Xbox controller, which is what I want. But I don't know why the rumble's not working. It might just be PS5 rumble not supported on PC. Not sure. Let me look that up real quick. gamepad tester app this is with the PS5 controller. Oh no, this is the Xbox controller. Right? I'm silly. Okay, yeah, it doesn't support. Guess I'll update the firmware. Maybe this will make it work. Yeah, I tried downloading more haptics. Installation was successful. Okay. Installing all the things. Why does it need to charge the battery? It's plugged in. It's not on Bluetooth. Let's see. Yeah, it's not showing vibration. I think it might just be one of those funny little quirks of it works with it works if it's on on the actual platform, but for whatever reason it doesn't want to play nice with Windows. test something. Xbox controller. Okay, it doesn't, it's not reporting this button. Interesting. So in the Windows controller debug thing, it was showing there's a share button on this controller. This is a Power A Xbox controller. It's purple. It's the same color as me. But for whatever reason, like in the Windows like controller configuration thing, this button was showing up as button 12, but the D-pad is mapped to button 12 left or up on the D-pad. This controller has a adjustable triggers, so I can set the depth on them. So if I want them to feel more like digital than analog, I can set them to a lower threshold. Or if I want them to be full, yeah, they can be like hair triggers. Kind of cool. I picked this controller up today, and it has it has two of the back, like on the back of the controller. There's mappable buttons. Anyway, I mean, I pretty much do most of my dev stuff with Xbox controllers just because they're the most readily available, easiest to get working with Windows controllers. I have a ton of them, and they support Rumble on Windows, which is big. But I trust Godot that their controller Rumble thing, like if you're building for a platform that supports it, it will work correctly. And one of the other projects that I'm working on, I'm doing a bunch of stuff with the DualSense controller, so I have a couple of them nearby. I realized today that we are like 2 weeks away from the Switch 2, and I'm very excited. I mean, the only game I'm going to be able to play at launch that's not a Switch 1 game is Mario Kart. But that's fine. It looks great. Apparently they've been working on it for a very long time. I saw an article saying that they've been working on Super Mario Kart or Mario Kart World or whatever. They've been working on it for like 8 years. Ooh, nice. Yeah. So I played Pokemon Scarlet, and I played it mostly in handheld mode. And I didn't I mean, I felt like the graphics weren't great, and like the draw distance and stuff. But I didn't feel like the performance was terrible, and I think, you know, obviously it's running at a lower resolution when it's in handheld. And there was popping and stuff, but yeah, the performance itself didn't feel horrible, unless there were like a bunch of grass and you're flying or something. But I haven't really played it much since it came out. I played it a lot when it first came out, and once I was done with it, I haven't picked it back up. About to have ads, and I think I'm gonna wrap up after the ads. I know I didn't get a ton done today, but I'm tired. It's a rainy day here, and it's been pretty chill. So I've been pretty low energy today. I'm really looking forward to Donkey Kong. That looks really fun. I love the Hyrule Warrior games, so Age of Imprisonment looks really fun. Prime 4. I like Metroid, but I'm not like a huge super fan. I'll get it. I'm gonna play it, but I'm more of a Zelda, Mario. Zelda and Mario are my big ones. But Donkey Kong looks great. Yeah, Pokemon ZA will be cool too. Yeah. Pokemon is always fun for me, even if it's not like the best game ever. I always have fun with it. I still play Pokemon Go, and I quote unquote play Pocket, trading card game Pocket. I have not spent a single cent on it, and I'm getting to the point where since they're releasing a new set every month, I'm like maybe a month away from getting just overwhelmed because I'm never gonna get all the cards without spending any money. And eventually that's gonna bother me. I'm still enjoying it. It's fun to crack open some packs and see the cards. Oh yeah, Virtual Console GameCube will be great. I played a lot of Soul Calibur 2 in high school. Yeah. Yeah, there's like the FOMO of there's just so many cards and they're all cool looking, and I know I'm never gonna be good at playing competitively in the card game, but it's fun to collect them. I'm glad I've had as much fun as I have had in it without spending any money, but I flat out refuse. So I was really into like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh when I was in like middle school, and I think the thing that really put me off trading card games was there was a local tournament at a comic book store, and so it was a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, and I made it into the semifinals, but it wasn't like an official tournament, and so they hadn't like banned any cards, and so a guy beat me with an Exodia deck, and I was like, okay, well, if that's what it takes to win a tournament, like I'm never gonna win, because I'm not gonna spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get the rarest, strongest cards. I'm just playing to have fun. So that was the point where I'm like, okay, I'm like, if I ever buy any cards, it's only gonna be like a booster pack or like a pre-made deck, because I'm not into the gambling side of it, I guess. It was good that I learned that lesson as young as I did, because I definitely would have spent a lot of money on like Magic the Gathering in college if I hadn't learned that lesson early. Now I only use Magic cards as bookmarks. They're great bookmarks. I swear by them. And most of the Magic cards I have, I got for free from a college friend. Yeah, draft tournaments seem better. I like that that's a format that people play. But I also, I don't know, I'm interested in the rules and game design aspect of trading card games. It's just not really something that I enjoy playing myself. I do like deck builders and stuff, where it's like, you know, you buy the game and it comes with all the cards you need. And I played a lot of what was it called? I don't even remember. Some deck building drafting game I played a lot of with friends. But yeah, looking at cool art is fun. That's one of the things I like doing at Gen Con. A lot of Magic the Gathering artists have booths there, and even though I'm not into Magic, it's fun to like look at them. I have friends that will bring cards to get signed by their favorite artists, but a lot of times they'll have like prints and sometimes even original paintings and stuff, which is really cool. It's fun to look at. Yeah. It's full game. I like cards in general, but I don't necessarily like spending money on them. They're good from a game design perspective. There's a lot you can do with cards because you know it's random number generation, but also it changes the odds as you play, and that's cool and interesting. And it's a fun little thing that you can play with while you're designing. Cards are good for a lot of game design things, because not only are they, you know, like, it's randomness that has changing odds, it has secret information that one player has that another player doesn't. And you can trade that information with other players. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do with cards. They're also really good for prototyping other types of games. Like I was trying to come up with an inventory system that I might end up using for this game. So I don't like the way that Zelda games do the item equipment inventory stuff very much. So I don't want to do that with this game. I think what I'm going to do is it's going to be sort of a combination between the Breath of the Wild system and the Twilight Princess Wii system, where I like the radial menu, because I'm not planning on having tons and tons of items that you can equip, and I'm thinking about maybe making it so there's different like equipment slots that are each on a different D-pad button. So you press and hold on the D-pad and it brings up a radial menu that you navigate using the right stick. Because that's always the thing that's kind of annoying in like late game Zelda games, where you're in like the final dungeon or the second to last dungeon. You have like 8 or 10 different items that you can use, and the designers want you to use all of them for puzzles. And so you're having to go in the menu all the time to swap items around. We have been watching Playframe playing through Wind Waker recently, and yeah, it's just like in that Ganon's Tower dungeon, you you really have to go in that item menu a lot, because the puzzle rooms aren't very big, but they want you to use, it's like, oh, you got to use the grappling hook and the Deku Leaf and this other thing, and then you got to use the boomerang, and it's cool that all those things are there, but just navigating, like pausing the game and doing all that when you could just like, hit a button. Yeah. the menus in Echoes of Wisdom and Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, there's just too many items in those menus. I did like the Game Maker's Toolkit, where he was talking about some different menu ideas for the summon menu in Echoes of Wisdom. Good video. Yeah, shoulder button cycle through. But yeah, this game I don't plan on having like a crazy number of things, so. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, when I have a million items. No, I'm not gonna have a million items. I'm gonna have like a reasonable number of items. Well, that's another thing in some of the Zelda games, like in Twilight Princess, you get the slingshot, and then 2 dungeons later, you get the bow and arrow. And once you have the bow and arrow, you never need the slingshot again. But the slingshot is still there, taking up a slot in your equipment. And like, you can use it if you want, but like, is there a reason to? Aside from like flavor? And like, Skyward Sword, it's similar issue. Yeah, the spinner, where it's, you use it for like a dungeon and like a couple puzzles in other places, but like, I feel like they should have made it more of a traversal thing in the overworld or something. Like, you use it in a couple places to get to new areas, but it's mostly just for that one dungeon. Or then there's the one that the Dominion Rod that you get in the Temple of Time. But then as soon as that temple's done, that item, and like there's a couple puzzles you use it for in the overworld, but like it's only used in that one dungeon and in that one overworld section. And like, you can't use it in other dungeons. There's not, it's just kind of weird. So I want to keep it to like a core set of items. Like, I want to do a bow and arrow. I want to do a hook shot, grappling hook type thing. It'll probably be closer to the hook shot. That was another funky one in Wind Waker where it's like, oh, you get the grappling hook and the hook shot, and they serve similar purposes but slightly different. Yeah, Wind Waker does a pretty good job of like only giving you a core set of items. And then Wind Waker also has some items that are like, you know, just a progressive upgrade, like the strength bracelets and the Majora's Mask ice arrows. And then they kind of went back to it being less useful in Majora's Mask HD or 3D, I mean, where it's like there's only specific places in the water temple that you use it. You can't just like shoot the water anywhere and turn it into a platform. Yeah, you get them way too late in Ocarina, and like there's such a limited set of uses for it. Like they're good in a randomizer because you can get them and it's like, oh, I can freeze Bongo Bongo's hands with them, but yeah, there's not a lot to do with the ice arrows. I do like in the in Ship of Harkinian you can set it so you can melt red ice with the ice arrows. Yeah. It's neat. But yeah, I'm the items that I'm focusing on right now. It's gonna be bow, boomerang, bombs, and hookshot. I might do some sort of glider thing. Maybe some like... Yeah, I want to do a musical instrument. I'm not sure what it's gonna be yet. And then... Yeah, I might do some stuff kind of like some of the items in the original Zelda where they open up like more traversal options. Like I think the ladder and the raft are like such a funny idea as like a dungeon item. But again, those ones were like, it basically it wasn't like an item you use. It's just like, here's this upgrade that lets you like, you know, you can walk across a single block of water or lava, or if you go on a little dock, you can sail out. Yeah, movement upgrades. I think I might want to do like a mount you can ride, and maybe a boat. A flying mount would be really cool. Like, if you could ride a dragon in this game, that'd be sick. I love it in video game when there's a dragon and then you ride the dragon and it's sick as hell. Like, I haven't played Doom Dark Ages yet, but I've seen some gameplay of it and I'm like, that dragon though. There's a dragon with guns on it. Someone I follow on Blue Sky described Doom the Dark Ages as like older brother core. I'm like, yeah, it's like the game that your cool older brother lets you watch him play. Yeah, also the dragon can breathe fire down a giant demon's throat. It's pretty neat. Yeah, I have Game Pass, so I'll probably pick up Dark Ages. I still need to play Expedition 33. I picked that one up as well. I'm not super into turn-based games, but it seems cool. Like, it's sort of got that like Mario RPG sort of, like, you get to, like, even though it's turn-based, like you do button sequences and stuff to like dodge enemy attacks and like boost your damage and stuff. So it's not just like, oh, pick an attack and then wait for the animation to be done and then pick another attack. And it seems really cool and fun. Yeah. But yeah, we've partner and I have been playing Blueprints together, which is a really good like one person's playing, the other person's like commentating and taking notes and stuff game. We're not like super far. We made it to rank, like, I think we made it to rank 9, or rank 8 or whatever the top of the board is, but we haven't made it to the antechamber yet. It's really cool. Yeah, we've unlocked a few like permanent upgrades, which is neat. I've heard people complain about the RNG in it, and like I kind of understand where they're coming from, but it's also not a game that's like, it's not designed for you to be able to beat it in a single run. Like some of your runs are just gonna be like information gathering. But yeah, the blueprints is cool. Very puzzly. And it's got that fun like meta puzzle thing where it's like, oh, these puzzles are part of like an even bigger puzzle. Like Tunic. I love Tunic. Tunic was such a cool experience. And I'm glad I played it without having too much of it spoiled. Yeah, very good game. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up now. I'm just running around in my game. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, blueprints is fun. I think we're gonna raid Korhawk. Yeah, there's a lot of good games. And there's more coming out all the time. But yeah, let's go raid Korhawk. It looks like he's working on some art for his Vipo maybe. So let's go say hi. And I'll be back on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, y'all.